shopping. Well, gas experts are predicting a dramatic drop at the pump soon. Last week, the price of gas jumped 40 cents to $4.20 a gallon. But Patrick DeHaan at GasBuddy.com says wholesale gas prices have fallen sharply, and that means your price at the pump should follow. The website predicts prices could fall by as much as 50 cents in the
We're going to have a calamity in economics and political crisis. The economy worldwide, certainly in the States, I think is a lot weaker than they tell us. I believe that the unemployment rate in the United States is over 20%. Actually, I think there's still some inflation with the dollar. Of course, the inflation could be defined as the increase of supply of money and credit, and everybody knows that they're printing $85 billion a month, and that could be considered inflation. But even if you had relatively stable prices, you still have inflation, and that's distortion. You have malinvestment, so you still have the built-in problems, and we have plenty. I would expect that there's going to be a lot more chaos yet to come, and it will not be limited to Europe. I think it'll be a worldwide phenomenon. The states won't escape it either, because this is so many gross distortions throughout the world because we disobeyed, economic law. And you can't do that no matter what Bernanke tells you.
The present head of the central bank does not understand economics. He does not understand finance. He does not understand currencies. All he understands is printing money. His whole intellectual career has been devoted to the study of printing money. And as you know, we've given him the printing presses. And he has said, I will run the printing presses as fast as I have to. The man knows nothing else. In fact, I think I saw Ron questioning him on TV once.
I asked him a simple little question, whether gold was money. And he says, no, it wasn't money.
I said, wait a minute. Did he really say, does he really think that? I was looking to see if he was lying or if he was just a fool. Well, he was under oath, so we presume he wasn't lying, at least knowingly.
You can't rule out economic laws and what money is all about that easily.
What happens next? So they've already been robbing people's purchasing power. Now they just said, you know what, we're going to skip the subtlety and we're going to go straight to direct confiscation.
I suspect that it won't happen that way in the U.S. They won't take our bank accounts. They will take our retirement accounts. They will take our 401ks. They will say, you've all been having such hard times earning money in your 401k, so what we're going to do is we're going to save you. We're going to give you government bonds, which are guaranteed, 30-year government bonds, and you will get 3%, and you give us your retirement assets.
Putting retirement accounts, putting IRAs in bonds?
I don't doubt it for a minute. They'll do what they think is necessary, and they'll use force, and they'll use intimidation, and they'll use guns, because you can't challenge the state. You can't challenge the state's so-called right to control the money. I don't doubt for a minute that they're quite capable, the people I know in Washington, of saying, well, you got to save the country, you can buy treasury bills from now on. So, no, I think that's very possible at that time when things get a lot rockier than they are now.
Why is this couple smiling? Perhaps they found hope, meaning, and purpose in the book of Revelation. Nearly 2,000 years ago, a lonely man on a distant island received a remarkable vision. Some readers have been frightened by his vision, but many more have found in it the hope, meaning, and purpose they were looking for. And now, here are your hosts, Dr. John Pauline and Dr. Graham Bradford.
Hi, I'm John Pauline.
And I'm Graham Bradford.
And I want to welcome you to Revelation, Hope, Meaning, Purpose.
People can cope if they know that God is in control and He's caring for them and He's promised to put His arms of love round to protect them. Of course you can cope if you know that God...
What do you mean God is always in control? He's always caring and always love. What about all the children?
John, what's going on?
If God is really so good, and if He's really so powerful, why is there so much suffering in this world?
How long have you been studying the trumpets?
Professionally, I started around 1982.
And you think it's made you to be a better husband and father?
You know, what sort of message does it have for people who have felt rejected in life? I mean, there are people who are really discouraged out there, aren't there?
I think there are people who aren't sure where their next meal is coming from.
Welcome to our tour of the island of Patmos, the place where John wrote the book of Revelation. Behind me you can see the beautiful harbor of the island.
And this is the theatre here at Ephesus, seating 25,000 people. It is here that they had their plays and their dramas. From these walls would come smoke, which they would inhale, which would give them have a drug-like effect upon them. And they would also hear voices that telling them they were going to be healed. And
Graham, you're feeling better. You're gonna get well.
I feel I'm being conned.
This was a multi-level shopping experience in ancient Smyrna. These pillars represent the middle level of the shopping center, the agora as they called it, and then above these was a third level of nearly equal size. And stretching out over this entire square was the marketplace of ancient Smyrna.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Just try it. Trust me. Try it.
Oh, this is disgusting. Where'd you get this?
Just here, it's local
Oh,
special.
come on. This is Laodicean water?
Oh yeah, good for you.
And also, from this language, we also could see it reflects the occultic language in John's time.
What we find then in Revelation 13 is a satanic trinity, an unholy trinity.
As an Old Testament scholar, the question that most frequently comes up is, what's all this about the wrath of God?
So what is this? Is it an apocalypse? Is it a prophecy? Is it a letter? Is it some kind of combination of all three?
If you've enjoyed this presentation on the Book of Revelation and would like more information, visit www.revelationhope.com. You can purchase your own DVD set of this series or the booklets, which cover the content of each program.